How's it going, guys? It's Rostar1324 here, crawling out of my cave to post another video. So this is going to be a different video than what I normally put out. Typically, I've been posting gaming videos on this channel, but with Until Dawn Remastered having released, it's brought back memories I've had when I played the original Until Dawn. Almost, how many years ago? 2017? That was so long ago. I didn't play the remake because I don't have a system to get it on. So I just watched YouTubers play it. And it's brought back some opinions I've had that I don't think I've ever seen anyone say, or if they have, I somehow have missed it. Because I had like several phases where I would just watch a bunch of videos about Until Dawn, a bunch of like breakdowns and analyses on it, but I don't think I've ever heard anyone say or express this opinion that I have. And I guess it's the answer to the question, did Hannah deserve to end up being turned into a Wendigo? Because I think originally when we all watched or played the game, we're like, oh, these people pulled this like horrible prank on this girl, and then she and her sister get killed, and then it traumatizes their brother for probably the rest of his life. And we all feel sorry for Hannah, and well, I think most people felt sorry for Hannah and Beth. I don't know if it's because I'm crazy, but I kind of was annoyed with Hannah when I first played the game. I don't think I ever expressed it, but I'm like, what are you doing? I just could not comprehend why would she do what she did. I'm like, why did you run out into a blizzard and not into the safety of your, like, honestly, the remake adds details that I think honestly make her case worse. So like, I don't even have a script for this. I don't do scripts on my videos. I probably should, but I'm just gonna talk about these points that I've had and then see where it goes from there. So when I talk about the characters, know that I'm talking about it as presented in both the original and the remake. I think the remake kind of adds more evidence to what I have to say. So I'm a bit disappointed because I do know that they did fix some characters, like Ashley in the original, she'll stand at the door. Okay, so like in the original, you have an option as Chris to either shoot Ashley or shoot yourself. And if you choose to shoot her, she remembers it. And so when Chris comes back running from the Wendigos, she'll stand there and not open the door for him to live. And a lot of people said that she was a cold-hearted cow. And so in the remake, they changed it. So now she's farther away from the door, and she's obviously visually distressed. And then by the time she gets to the door to try to let him in, it's too late. So she's more blameless there, and I actually kind of like that change. I don't know if the developers changed it because their original intent was not seen by the audience, or if they just wanted to fix the character. I don't know. I kind of liked her being a cold-hearted cow, but that was like the main thing where like I would be like, I don't like Ashley because she can kill Chris if you do that. But now I guess in the remake, I don't think I really have a reason to dislike Ashley, so now she's like, okay. But anyway, as for the main part of why I'm making the video, the remake does not help Hannah's case. So Hannah knows that Mike is Emily's boyfriend, and sure, she has a major crush. However, just because you have a crush on someone doesn't mean if your crush approaches you, propositions you for whatever intimate activity, you don't say yes to that. You don't show up. You're being a homewrecker at that point. Like, what? Like, that's terrible. Like, you're helping this guy cheat on his girlfriend. And in the original, I don't really know how friendly these characters are. Like, obviously Josh and Chris are supposed to be close. But I don't know like how close Hannah and Emily are. But in the remake, like you can find more evidence of like friendships between characters you didn't know, and or you didn't think were friends before. And in the remake, it seems like at least on some level, everyone involved at the cabin are friends. So this is actually even worse, because in the original you could say, well, maybe she has no loyalty to Emily because she's not her friend. But no, in the remake, I think we're led to assume that she and like Hannah and Emily are at least friendly, like they're friends. So you're betraying your friend by accepting the advances of your other friend who is your friend's boyfriend. And then also, why on earth, when he asks you, let's make out, do you start taking off your clothes? I mean, like, obviously I've never been in this situation, so I don't know how it goes, but I would like to think you don't start taking your clothes off until after you've already been making out for a little bit, like, at least 5 seconds. Like, damn, she going fast. I don't know, that just bothered me. I'm like, why are you... He says, let's make out. And she's like, okay, let me take off my clothes first. We gotta be naked while we make out. He didn't say take off your clothes. Oh my god. In case you didn't know, if you are making out naked with somebody, it ain't gonna stop at making out. So not only is she willing to, like, first they're like, he's asking to make out, and then she escalates this to sex. That's basically what's going on. So this house is huge. This cabin, or it's like a mansion. It's so big. So and I think the remake kind of makes it look bigger, actually, if I remember. So so not only does she make the poor choice of becoming a homewrecker, or attempting to be a homewrecker, because obviously nothing happened, but then instead of like running to her room, which I think would be everyone's #1 pick, like if you're distraught over something and you're in your house, you run to your bedroom. And then I'm like, okay, well, she didn't run to her bedroom, so then she obviously ran to another logical location, like another bedroom or the basement. The basement's huge. No, she doesn't run there either. Instead, she runs outside into the freezing cold with no jacket or hat or anything on. Hannah, not only are you a homewrecker, but you also have room temperature IQ. Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, hot take. If you're willing to be a homewrecker, you deserve the karma you get at that point. Like, the bad karma you gained from trying to be a homewrecker, you deserve whatever you get. Should they have pulled this prank on Hannah? No, I'm not saying they should have. They didn't know, or I don't know, they're friends actually, so maybe they did know she would be a homewrecker. they should not have done the prank. But I don't blame them for clowning on Hannah because she was gonna be a homewrecker if things actually happened as she wanted them to happen. And so, and then honestly, since I'm not probably ever gonna talk about Until Dawn again, I feel like the remake kind of, well, I think they fixed something story-wise in a way that I don't agree with. So in the original, what we gathered is that Sam was against the prank and potentially trying to stop it from happening. Not in the best way, but I think the way it's presented in the original, it can be implied that she made more of an effort. However, in the remake, if I remember correctly, I think she's just drawing, or something. Sam doesn't stop the prank. I feel like it's good and bad that the remake adds more details to the prank, because it kind of takes away what we all thought, how Sam tried to like stop the prank. So they like took that out. So like I feel like that hurts her character. In the original, because Sam tried to help, it didn't make sense why Josh targeted her. It didn't make sense why Josh targeted Chris, because he was passed out and like he couldn't do anything. So it's kind of weird how he's tormenting Chris so much. I don't think the remake addressed that. I don't know if maybe like the person I saw playing it didn't like pick up that clue or something. I saw a comment on another Until Dawn video saying that Chris was like the distraction. If that's true, then the story is fine. If that's not true, then like they didn't fix that part about it. I don't really have anything to say regarding the other characters. I mean, I guess I could, but like I'm not going to bother. Taking into account both games, the only characters I actually feel 100% sorry for is Beth and Josh. I feel sorry for Beth because she literally couldn't have done anything to stop her dumbass sister from running out into the cold and then basically getting them both killed. Like Beth was cool. Like she went after her sister, who made a stupid decision after stupid decision after stupid decision that led to her dying, and then her sister becoming a cannibal. Not Beth's fault at all. She wanted to help her sister, obviously, so that's why she ran after her. And then Josh, he was passed out, couldn't do anything. He feels a lot of guilt, and then he also has untreated mental illness issues. So I don't know if he had these before or after the prank. Like if the death of his sisters made him have this, or if he already had it and then it got worse after his sisters died. I don't know if they ever, because in my gameplay that I did back in 2017, which I'll like link to the playlist in case anyone wanted to see my cringe from back then. And I do not recall ever seeing any note or clue or anything saying that Josh always had it. I could be wrong. I think I remember seeing within like the year time skip of the game, it's like you see clues that he had the mental illness issues. But either way, like Josh didn't choose to have the mental illness that he has. I don't think they ever explain what his mental illness is. I think it was like left to the interpretation, like left up to the viewers to decide what mental illness he had. But he obviously didn't choose to have that. He can't help it. And then the doctors were clearly, so I think you see like several doctors trying to prescribe him different medications, and none of them are clearly working. It's not Josh's fault that the doctors are ineffective and don't know what the heck they're doing. So I feel bad for Josh. And then in the original, Josh, either is killed by his sister, or if you gather the clues, he survives and then becomes a cannibal and then gets turned into a Wendigo. So I mean, I guess you could choose not to be a cannibal, but he's crazy. He doesn't. I don't blame him for that either. Only Josh and Beth are the true innocents. I guess Chris could be considered innocent if he didn't have anything to do with the prank. Like if he was just if he wasn't a part of the prank, then I guess Chris is also an innocent. But if he was involved, then yeah, only Josh and Beth are innocents. I am really happy in the remake that they gave Josh a new ending. I heard it's really hard to get, but I'm glad that he doesn't become cursed, because I feel like that's like the one saving grace of this game. Because before the remake, I think my favorite character was like Sam. I feel like she literally didn't do anything wrong and kind of seemed like the most level-headed character in this game. And so, since this is a horror game, I'm like, okay, I appreciate level-headed, smart characters who don't do stupid stuff. And so, in the original game, I was like, okay, Sam's the only person I care about having a good ending. Everyone else kind of annoys me. I mean, yeah, they don't deserve death, but don't really like the rest of them. Well, actually, no. In the original, I liked Chris too. I think Chris and Sam were the only people I liked. Ashley was kind of annoying, but then what threw me over was her locking Chris out. I mean, I'm not saying she's a bad character, but I don't have to like her. Well, thank you for coming to my cringy TED Talk. If you enjoyed this type of video where I talk about my opinions on a game or movie or whatever, like I have a lot of opinions, I just don't share them much. So if you want more cringe opinions from me, let me know. If you want me to stop posting, just go back into my cave forever, let me know. Leave a comment, tell me to not come out of my cave ever again. Yeah, so like, have a good day. Bye.